Hello friends, NewJeans Hanni tearfully testifies on workplace harassment at Hybe. Hee-jin, former CEO of the K-pop label Ador, was re-elected on Thursday to serve another 3 years as an inside director on the company's board, according to industry sources. I was once truly satisfied that the employer hated us. There was a certain vibe that I felt inside the company. NewJeans Hanni has tearfully testified about workplace harassment at South Korea's National Assembly. Hanni, whose real name is Phạm Ngọc Hân, alleged that the entertainment company Hybe intentionally undermined the group, while she also accused senior management of intentionally ignoring her. She said, "I came to the realization that this wasn't just a feeling. I was absolutely convinced that the employer hated us." Following her testimony, Kim Joo-young, the current CEO of the group's record label, Ador, a subsidiary of Hybe, stated she'd listened more carefully to the artists on the label and asked, "I wonder if there was more I could have done." Last month, Hanni, who turned 20 on October 6th, was called to provide evidence to the Labor Committee of the National Assembly at a hearing about workplace harassment after NewJeans discussed their experiences following their mentor Hee-jin's departure from her position at Ador. Min co-founded Ador in 2021, but a dispute between her and Hybe broke out in April this year. In August, the label's board members dismissed her as CEO amid accusations that she was planning to split from Hybe and take NewJeans with her, which Min has repeatedly denied, also alleging that it wasn't her desire to leave. Throughout this, the members of NewJeans consistently expressed their support for Min, and in a YouTube livestream on September 11th, they discussed issues with Hybe's management, alleging workplace harassment, personal leaks, and the deletion of previously released content, among other concerns. Hanni's bandmate Minji gave Hybe chairman Bang Si-hyuk an ultimatum to reinstate Min as CEO by September 25th, but on that day, Hybe rejected the request and referred to its principle of keeping management and production separate, though maintaining that Min would continue as a producer. One of Hanni's claims was that when she greeted the members of another band at the offices of their record label, a manager instructed them to ignore her, and that her concerns were ignored when she raised them. In her testimony, she provided more context about the exchange, explaining, "We have a floor in our building where we do hair and makeup. At that time, I was waiting in the hallway because my hair and makeup were done first." She stated that while she waited, 3 singers from another band passed by with their manager, so she said hello to them. "They came back about 5 or 10 minutes later," she continued. "On her way out, the manager made eye contact with me, turned to the rest of the team, and said, 'Ignore her like you didn't see her.' I don't understand why she would say something like that in the work environment." She alleged that this wasn't a standalone incident, with senior members of the agency's management ignoring her too, adding, "Since my debut in NewJeans, we ran into a person in a high-up role multiple times, but they never greeted me when I greeted them. I understood from living in Korea that I have to be polite to older people and that's part of the culture," said Hanni, who is Vietnamese Australian. "But I think it's just disrespectful as a human being to not greet us, regardless of our professional status. There was a certain vibe that I felt inside the company." Other allegations she made were that staff were bad-mouthing NewJeans on the communications app Blind and that Hybe's PR department had asked a journalist to downplay the group's success, reinforcing her feelings that the agency hated us. She became emotional during her testimony, ending by wiping away tears. "A lot of people have been concerned about us. Some fans apologize for making us go through this, but I'm grateful to Korea for allowing me to do what I love. The ones who should be apologizing are avoiding responsibility, and that frustrates me." Meanwhile, fellow Korean singer Jikook of BTS apparently shared a message of support for NewJeans last month. He wrote on Instagram, "Artists are not guilty, and don't use them." His management then released a statement, translated by Sumpy, which read, "We have shown that he made the posts because he thought that under no circumstances should young artists be dragged into conflicts or used as a shield, although it did not explicitly mention Hybe, Ador, or NewJeans." Hee-jin, former CEO of the K-pop label Ador, was re-elected Thursday to serve another 3 years as an internal director on the company's board, according to industry sources. The re-election took place during an extraordinary shareholders' meeting, with no other agenda items apart from the vote, the sources said. Min's new term as a board director will begin on November 2nd. Last month, the board removed Min from her role as CEO following months of disputes with Hybe, the parent company of Ador. Hybe had accused her of trying to take control of Ador and its flagship group, NewJeans, which Min denied. The board later proposed a compromise, offering to extend Min's term as an internal director without reinstating her as CEO. However, Min has contested the decision, insisting she should also be reinstated as CEO. She filed an injunction demanding that Hybe reappoint her to the post last month. In a recent interview with a Japanese TV station, Min emphasized the need for coherence between production, investment, and management in order to realize a vision she claims to have laid out for NewJeans. She also expressed her desire to resolve the current ambiguity quickly and focus on future projects for the group. I'm currently neither a producer nor a CEO under the contract. My role is ambiguous, with only the authority of an internal director, Min said. Thanks for watching.